Alright, day 3. Thank you for tuning in to another one of these videos. And if you're rocking with the videos and the time that I'm putting in to researching this stuff, I would really appreciate if you hit follow, if you hit like, try to support this a little bit and maybe get it into the algorithm somehow. I don't think it will, but I appreciate it. We're back, jumping right back into it pretty much. Got like 7.5, almost 8 hours of research into this one video. And what did I say? I said I was going to type out some of these, right? Environment, yeah. And I think I got all the way, I got all the way to the bottom yesterday. But oh, that's right, and I was gonna go through and add some more definitions and definitions and synonyms, right? So this was the other one. Yeah, they got branches and all kinds of stuff. This, I was talking about the mind map, but we can look at that after, maybe in another video completely. I don't really need these wiki pages open right now. How to become a detective, might look into that stuff. CIA stuff. Andy Warhol was a fucking Fed. What was I doing? Oh yeah, okay, so I want synonyms for Antichrist, because I feel like there's a lot more general words. Strong matches. Demon, devil. Okay, that works, I guess. Demon, devil. And the original meaning of Antichrist were just people who were like against like Christianity and the church, basically. So like originally people who were against the church or Christianity, right? So people who are kind of like going against religion. Let's do synonyms for trash. I guess like scraps, waste. So, oh, wait, scraps, waste. I guess it's kind of, you could kind of associate it with throwing away. Noun, like, yeah, underclass, untouchables, which would be interesting. So scum, underclass. Oh, was that one word? Yeah, underclass, untouchables. So those are basically people at the bottom of the pyramid. Untouchables. I remember in grade 3 our teacher was talking to us about, like, in Egypt the serfs where basically the slaves are like the lowest level of the pyramid, and then as you go up, and then I realized, I'm like, oh shit, that's never really changed, and it's kind of always been that way, right? So, and then I feel like it's also good to get the definitions of them. Trash. So what is the definition of trash? Discarded matter. Damn. That's kind of crazy when you see the words in front of it. What was it? Discarded matter? Yeah. Damn. Discarded matter. Because I feel like whoever wrote this or like put the words together definitely was looking at like either the definitions or the meanings of the words, synonyms, other stuff that they could mean. At the end, I might even run it all through Perplexity or like ChatGPT. We see which one and see if it can reference like code cracking websites or something like that, or stuff to solve codes, and see if it can pick up on any patterns with either the words, the colors of the words, like how they're laid out, basically, you know. Person or people regarded as being very low in society standards. Yeah. So that's interesting that they're both like yeah, so like lowest members of society, right? And then it's interesting that it's bloody, kids, trash, mom, which would be like birth giver, person who like literally gives birth. But let's see. Yeah, anything else? No, mom's pretty like standard, right? Child bearer. So the one who holds or carries the child, right? The one who holds or carries? A carrier. Well, where was that? Bearer. How do you spell carrier quick? Because I'm dyslexic, I'm sorry. Yeah, is that what I was looking for? Carries. Should be like that. Who holds or carries the baby. Right. Could be to do with, what's it? Significance of the placenta. Heard there's something like mothers can get a lot of money for this. I think it's like $5,000 a thing that you give to the people. The placental barrier plays an essential role in fetal development and health by tightly regulating the exchange of endogenous and exogenous materials between the mother and the fetus. Interesting. Yeah, it provides oxygen and nutrients to the baby. Damn. So I wonder if it's the adrenochrome and the shit that the elites be consuming. You know what I mean? If it's full of oxygen and nutrients and shit. But then there has to be some, like, has to, like, die some sort of, like, once a mother gives birth, there would be no point for it, right? So wouldn't it lose some of this or, like, decrease over time? Which could be why they would go for aborted babies, maybe? Hard to say. Hard to say. I'll put that in there just cause something to do with placenta or adrenochrome. Maybe. You know, maybe. So computers. That was synonym for mom. Synonym for computer. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this website, honestly. Here, I got a better one. We're gonna go run zone. I haven't used this shit in time, but if you're ever stuck looking for words, this one's really good. Computer, because you put the word in and then you can tell it found it had a synonyms. Oh, find rhymes. Yes. Does definition. Yeah, there we go. Find synonyms. Figure data processor. Right. So we're gonna get rid of that. Data processor, so then so that was synonyms. What is the definition of computer? I guess just to like calculate data to compute is a machine that can be programmed to automatically carry out sequences of algorithmic or logical operations. I think that's kind of relevant. Paste that in there. Operations, period. Data processor. Analytics. Something like that. You know what I mean? Something to do with data. Compassion. So like a feeling again. Compassion. Synonyms, please. Compassion. You son of a gun. That is what I meant. So compassion, pity, empathy, humility. So I guess empathy. Interesting that computer is followed by compassion. You know what I mean? Feelings, empathy. Kindness, gentleness, sympathy, humanity. Sympathy, humanity. And I kind of want to do one here. Computers, compassion. Could be talking about rise of AI and technology, possible future Terminator situation. Because if you remember in Terminator, at the start of the movies, like the whole series, you see what happens after Skynet, far in the future when it's just robots, and then you have the Resistance, right? And then they have to go back in time to save John Connor. I think that the chick, isn't it his, like, I forget who it is that gets sent back to, one sec. I kind of forget the plot of Terminator. Forget who goes back to save or protect Hugh. Disguised as a human, cyborg assassin known as Terminator travels from 2029. Bruh, that's like the Black Ops 2 shit where it's like, that was happening in 2025, right? I'm pretty sure the year for one sec. Year Black Ops 2 takes place. Oh, look at that. I wonder if they were predicting something, because there was a lot of shit about the Middle East in there, or like in the desert, right? One sec. Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is a 2012 first-person shooter video game developed by Treyarch and published by Activision. It was released for Microsoft Windows. Okay. Where the fuck is the plot? Campaign. It's the first Call of Duty video game to feature branching storylines in which the player's choices affect both current missions in turn. Overall course of the story, yeah, probably not. As Strike Force mission, these branches storyline appear during the 2025 storyline and feature permanent death. Did it? Like, you die in the mission, but you come back. Feature permanent death. I think that's cap. The success or failure of these missions can have ramifications for the wider campaign story. Okay, Strike Force missions allow the player to control a number of different war assets, such as unmanned aerial vehicles, jet fighters, and robots. If the players die in a Strike Force mission, the campaign continues recording the loss as opposed to letting the player load a previously saved checkpoint. Interesting. The checkpoint's progress in the Strike Force mission may go on to change even the plan of the story's antagonist, Raul Menendez. By the end of the game, the player may have changed the result of the new Cold War. Interesting. Similarly, in the main story missions, there are certain points where the player is given different choices. Paths and progress, which could have effects on the gameplay as well as the story. Black Ops 2 is also the first game in the series to allow players to customize their loadout before beginning a mission, creating the freedom in choosing how to approach a mission. True. Synopsis, this is what we're looking for, Single-player campaign features two connected storylines, with the first set from 1986 to 1989 during the final years of the First Cold War, and the other set in 2025 during the Second Cold War and rare earth trade dispute. Rare earths trade dispute. The fuck? China on one side of several countries, led chiefly by the United States. On the other was over China's export restrictions on rare earth elements as well as tungsten and molybdenum. Atomic number 42. Rare earth metals are used to take, which this kind of goes along with, what's it? The microchips, or not the microchips, the fucking CPUs, or no, wasn't it microchips that China wants Taiwan for? Between the United States and China, the protagonist, Alex Mason, returns as the protagonist in the first Cold War section, and chronicles the rise to infamy of the game's primary antagonist, Raul Menendez. In the 2025 section of the game features Alex Mason's son David, codename section Rich McDonald. Old McDonald had a farm, had some fucking fast food restaurants that he made a bunch of money on. As the protagonist, in which Menendez is plotting against the United States and China, with one of his ultimate goals being to see the United States locked in a new Cold War with China, in revenge for his many misfortunes. In this era, wars are defined by robotics, cyber warfare, unmanned vehicles, and other futuristic technologies. Pretty damn accurate to what we're seeing right now, especially in Ukraine and Russia. Returning characters include Alex Mason, CIA, SAD, SOG, Special Activities Center. Bro, what the fuck? SADSOG. SADSOG. Oh, shit. No. Adding it to the brain map. That's just like a little fucking... That's just a tiny section. Squad mate Frank Woods, who narrowly survived the events of the first game. Handler Jason Hudson. And former Soviet Army Colonel Lev Kravchenko, fuck me. The voice only cameo appears, okay, whatever. The new characters include whatever. Tommy Bridge, CIA double agent. Yeah. Fuck me, here we go. I should just look on the side more, eh? It'd probably help. In July 1986, Alex Mason, now retired from active duty, pursues an obscure life in Alaska with his son David. Their shaky relationship is further strained when Mason's former handler, Jason Hudson, approaches Mason for an assignment. Oh no, the story never went live saying never went up saying I'm live right now. Or did it? What the fuck? Bro, Instagram's tripping. So what is it? Yeah, so at the start, they go find him up in Alaska and they bring him back. They're like, we need your help. His team disappeared while attempting to take out arms smuggler ring. The CIA has already disavowed their actions, but Hudson hopes to rescue any survivors after aiding UNITA, National Union of Total Independence of Angola. Party in Angola, founded in 1966, found alongside the People's Movement Liberation of Angola. Oh, that was probably CIA shit. What the fuck? Like, they were probably funding that, telling them what to do. Marxist government, fair. That's why the CIA would be doing that, right? Hudson recovered, subsequently encountering authorized strike against Menendez, now profiteering through Soviet-Afghan War, September 86. So yeah, that's the old stuff. I want to jump forward. In 2014, a militant populist movement known as Cordis Day, maybe, led by a mysterious but charismatic leader known as Odysseus, who is actually Menendez. In 2021, the organization stages a cyber attack that cripples the Chinese stock exchange, forcing their government to leverage its economic influence and sparking a second Cold War between NATO and the Chinese-led Strategic Defense Coalition headed by Zhao. By 2025, Cordis Day boasts an estimated 2 billion followers, which is crazy. David, now a DevGru lieutenant commander, codename section, spearheads an effort. JSOG, yeah, that's another one. Joint Special Operations to neutralize Menendez in 2025, section partner. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy that bro. That's kind of crazy that they're talking about like 2025, second Cold War between U.S. and China over rare earth metals, but we know it would probably be the chips, right? And then if you look, you got Ukraine and Russia at war at the top, Israel and Palestine in the middle, and then if you go down to the bottom to like the South China Sea or whatever the fuck it's called, what's it? And then you would have like Taiwan at war. So that would basically be the, like, I don't know, you can call it a Cold War if you want, because no fucking bombs are dropping, but it's basically, we're kind of living through like a World War III right now. It's just not as, like, I guess World War II was more the whole thing, and like everybody was coming together, two sides, but whatever you want to say, but I feel like even that shit, it's all planned out ahead of time, or at least there are people who can see things coming ahead of time, like people in positions of financial power, economic power. Like, think about the politicians that are making money off the stock market right before whatever gets a new deal, Lockheed Martin or Boeing or whatever, or they're buying, they're selling their stocks. Like the insider trading and having info ahead of time, I don't know, it kind of, like, and then Terminator's 2029. You know what I mean? It's like, are they trying to tell us something? And then, wait, what's Project 2030? Or, like, Project 2030. It's not called that, but it's something else. Project 2030, or 2030, Jesus Christ. Transforming our world, the 2030 agenda for sustainability. Canada's 2030 agenda national strategy. What the fuck? Control Alt Truth. Interesting that that's like control alternative truth, alternative media. Bro, what is this fucking dystopian, like, everybody standing in front of a green screen or a fucking, like, all these wide angle shots, it's all airy and, oh, I hate that shit. Girls, but yeah, bro, this shit. Yeah, it's all about sustainability. Couldn't be greenwashing. Couldn't be fucking... Oh yeah, there's Tesla. One sec. Let's go... No, it wouldn't be in here. Oh yeah, here. Into 2030. Computer's running low on storage space. Yes, I know. Reject. 2030 West Civic participation is key to meeting UN sustainability targets. Yeah, you gotta follow the rules. You gotta do what they say. Attacks on civil society and civil freedoms threatens to unravel the achievements in meeting the UN Sustainable Development Goals (SDG). They are weakening actions to tackle economic equality, gender imbalances, corruption, and environmental degradation. What a fucking joke, man. And who's causing this? Oh, might it be the people who own the companies that are part of this very fucking organization? Like, bro, this shit, it's such a joke, man. Like, rare moment in international unanimity. One second. It's not, I need my headphones. I want to hear how to say it right. I think it's unanimity. Unanimity, yeah. I knew it. Threw me off, though.
Unanimity.
Yes. I'm not an idiot. Let's go. But yeah, so they want unanimity. They just want everybody to be a fucking slave. A fucking no face, no soul, no emotion. They don't care. They just want to make money off you or have you work for the fucking corporations, you know. Rise of AI, possible future Terminate, or wait, Black Ops 2 or Terminator situation, because both of those seem kind of fucking likely at this point, you know what I mean? So Frenzy, feeling humanity, I think we got that one pretty good. Frenzy, so yeah, let's go. Or Frenzy, I guess. I don't need the prefix or whatever. State or period of uncontrolled excitement or wild behavior. Computer compassion. We love computers so much, and then they fuck us. State of period uncontrolled excitement or wild behavior. Frenzy, craze. What's it? Trends, I guess. Like, people go crazy for the trends. Oh, trends. Trends, my bad. Interesting. Fish. I said that could have been a symbol for Jesus. Or wait, let me go synonyms for frenzy real quick, just in case something pops up. Furry. A goddamn. Or a fury, I guess. A craze. Hysteria. Madness. Interesting. Oh. Madness. Hysteria. Fish. I think this is because up here was Antichrist, Bloody Kids, the Trash Mom. I think those kind of go together, and then I feel like it's like maybe mocking Christianity in a way, or like the deities that people, like the figures that people tend to deify, I guess. But let's just do synonyms for fish. Gullible, a fool, a sucker. Oh, I see. So a chump, a fool, a sucker. Chump, fool, sucker. You see what I mean? That stuff not being as it seems. A fall guy. Or a mark. A mark is someone that a thief hits. Thieves have marks, or like criminals have marks. They have what they're gonna go after. You have to have a target, right? Color, gaslight, everyone is a racist except you. I think it's like in the most literal sense, right? Color, gaslight, everyone is racist except you. But let's go definition of color should be pretty basic, but something, maybe it's a perception. The property possessed by an object producing different sensations on the eye as a result of the way the object reflects or emits light. Interesting. Pigment of skin, right? Could be ethnicity. But let's throw this in here. Ethnicity. producing a different sensation on the eyes as a result of the way the object reflects or emits light. Yeah. Okay. Definition of gaslight. Oh. To manipulate using psychological methods into questioning their own sanity or powers of reasoning, which is exactly why the Mandela effect is just fucking gaslighting, which he's a fucking Freemason, man. So 33rd degree. He's got the robes. I should link the picture there. I showed it in the other video, or on the other stream at least, so you can go back and look at that. Synonyms for gaslight. Like convince. Verb to gaslight, right? See, I'll put illuminate because that's kind of interesting, but then I think it's like would also be lying or deceiving. I think that's a deceiving kind of thing. Okay, good enough. Everyone is a racist except you, Bob. I think that's pretty obvious, because A is, what was it? An article, right? An article, a particular item or object, part of speech, a small or short word. They're all articles. Everyone, it's a noun, right? Or it's like a I guess we can go down a bit to the weasel marriage, because maybe the reds, what was red? Yeah, fantasy, the fail. Yeah, and I do kind of want to start putting like the reds together and whatever else. Secret. I don't know. Scary shit, man. Scary shit. Kind of want to look that up. Everything you know is wrong. In quotations. Interesting. I'm driving on a freeway in the fast lane with a rabid Wolverine in my underwear when suddenly a guy behind me in the back seat popped upright and cupped his hands across my eyes. Uncle Frank or Cousin Louie? Is it Bob, Joe, or Walter? I kept on guessing, but about the time we crashed into the truck, laying bleeding there on the asphalt, finally I recognized the face. My hibachi dealer. Stuff is prosthetically, it's telling you everything you know is wrong. Black is white, up is down, short is long. And everything you thought was just so important doesn't matter. Everything you know is wrong. Just forget the words and sing along. All you need to understand is everything you know is wrong. God damn. I was walking to the kitchen for some golden grams when I accidentally stepped into an alternate dimension. As soon as I was abducted by some aliens from space who kinda look like Jamie Farr. Is that Mr. Rogers? Or is that somebody else? Comedian and actor, best known for playing. Oh, Corporal Klinger. Oh, he's from MASH. But I wonder if he's talking about, like, Dead Eyes kind of thing. Okay, interesting. They kind of look like Jamie Farr. They sucked out my internal organs, and they took some Polaroids and said I was darn good sport. As a way of saying thank you, they offered to transport me back to any point in history that I would care to go. And so I had them send me back to last Thursday night so I could pay my phone bill on time. Just then, the disembodied head of Colonel Sanders started yelling. Bro, Colonel Sanders is part of the fucking 33 club. Wouldn't be surprised if Jamie Farr was. I wouldn't be surprised if Weird Al was up there. Like, what the fuck? Oh. Yeah, probably. Okay, this doesn't really do anything for me here. But yeah, I feel like he is. And this is the first thing it said, you know what I mean? Imagine if they got Weird Al to write the whole fucking, like, the words that were going in the thing. You know what I mean? So, Colonel Sanders started yelling. Which, a disembodied head, that's kind of like the Disney thing, right? Like, chop their heads off and unfreeze them when they can fucking pop their consciousness back in something. Everything you know is wrong. Black is white, up is down, and short is long. Everything you thought was just so important doesn't matter. Everything you know is wrong. Just forget the words and sing along. All you need to understand is everything you know is wrong. I was just about to mail a letter to my evil twin when I got a nasty paper cut. And well, to make a long story short, it got infected and I died. So now I'm up in heaven with St. Peter by the pearly gates, and it's obvious he doesn't like the Nehru jacket that I'm wearing. The fuck is this? Interesting. Jacket that I'm wearing, he tells me that they've got a dress code. Well, he lets me into heaven anyways. I get the room next to the noisy ice machine for all eternity, and every day he runs by screaming. What the fuck? Interesting. So, I'm gonna add that because I think that's pretty well here. Song by Weird Al. Yeah, because that's one of those things you just look at and you go, oh, yeah, okay, that's just the thing. But it's probably referencing something else, right? Everything you know is wrong. That's a Weird Al thing. Has he ever performed it live? I can't find any videos of it on YouTube. It's a difficult song, but surely not hardware store difficult. Would have figured he'd play at some point, but I can't find any specific evidence. It's not on any of his official set lists. I've seen him 5 times before, and I don't remember ever hearing it. That song was never part of the Changing No Parodies tour. Huh, that song was never part of the Changing No Parodies tour set list. Or maybe it was and they took it off. You know what I mean? People who would attend a Weird Al concert, and they might be Giants concert, have a pretty big overlap. I haven't attended the Giants concert yet, but I have tickets for next year, so I feel like a great song for fans to hear live. Okay. Yeah. Weird. So why disappear? Weird Al. Song by Chumbawamba. Interesting. UN Chumbawamba. With a big red X on it, not a cross. Adult Swim. Song on Adult Swim. What the fuck? Oh? Illustrator. Lloyd Anthony Pye Jr., American author. Interesting. I wonder if it has more reference than just that, but that seems pretty fucking, like, there are a few little tidbits in there, if you know what I mean, like, bruh. That's crazy. I wonder... And this guy too, bro. Holy shit. There's so much shit I want to add to the mind map all the time, but... I don't know. Gotta focus on this for now. Song by Weird Al could be referring to multiple songs or books. Yeah, but that Weird Al song kind of just like nail in the coffin. It's not just like them saying everything you know is wrong. I feel like it's all references to stuff. Right, if we go down, so Weasel. What happens if I just put that in? Okay, the animal. Okay, nothing too crazy. Just wanted to make sure. We don't really need it, but we'll get synonyms because I'm sure people use it as like a coward kind of thing. Weasley, Badger, Shifty, or sister. That's what I saw as Shifty. Lizard, Weasley, Slimeball, Sleazeball, Lizard, Slimeball, Sleazeball, Lizard. Interesting. Weasel. Marriage should be like two people coming together, right? Marriage. Legally or formally recognized union of two people as partners in a personal relationship. A combination, a mixture, two or more elements. I'm gonna start with this. And then fusion kind of thing. Fusion. Mixture. Legal. What was it? Legal. Union of two people as partners. Union two people as partners in a personal relationship, right? Fear of missing out, feeling loss. Oh, loss, exclusion, because I don't think this is really gonna be like the definition or like here, synonyms. FOMO, let's not jump to conclusions. Fear of missing notes, social anxiety, phobia, okay, social anxiety, phobia, right? Vacuum. Definition of a vacuum: space or entirely devoid of matter. Empty, void. Empty, void. Like suction? I don't think it really has anything to do with that, but like when you think about space, what was it? Oh, I do it every time. Yeah, suction. Vortex. Yeah. Let's go. Vortex. So swindle. Let's go. So swindle, use of deception or to deprive someone of money or possessions.